What's going on, guys? I am inside a newly remodeled shower we did here in the desert, guys. Stay tuned. We are gonna show you the ins and outs, the process from demolition, preparation to tile installation, guys. This one's gonna be a kicker, guys. Stay tuned, 2026. All right, guys, gotta get ready for this video shoot. We need to dissect this shower. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. All right, guys, let's go. This is one we showed you probably a few months ago. This was a 2025 project, Q4, but we're in 2026 now. We're all wrapped up. I want to walk you guys in here and just show you every little detail that we did here, guys. Come on in. For the record, all material here is through our great partner, Imser Tile. Frank over at Palm Desert has been one of our key drivers when it comes to sourcing materials. I'm gonna try to walk you through it, but we'll bounce back and forth. This was just outdated, first and foremost. There was this old school glass block here, glass block here. The tile didn't go all the way to the ceiling. Client contacted me, we took him to the showroom, we went over all details through our vibe board. Boom, we had that plan and design concept approved, ready to rock and roll. So our first process in this whole renovation here was demolition. Second step is plumbing. And then after that, we had electrical come in. After that, we had drywall come in, paint, and then we did our thing, which is, again, waterproofing. Waterproofing is one of the key things that we do. This one, we did a PVC bladder. We went up about 15 inches across the board here. We did a 24-hour water test to ensure that we didn't have any leaks prior to us even doing the prep work for the mud bed here. So that's first step. And then second step, dry packing it. Dry packing is what they call deck mud. And deck mud allows us to pre-slope everything towards this linear drain here. So therefore, when we've got these water heads going, all the water is gonna pitch towards that center drain there. Then after that, we do waterproofing on our walls, get all that waterproofed with our 100% waterproof boards. We use 100% waterproof sealant. And then at that point, then we can start covering up those walls. So these are all very, very important steps when you're doing a full-on renovation, remodel, things like that. These are things that are key to having a shower that's gonna last you forever, right? So we did keep the tub. Initially, there wasn't an access panel on this, and it was crazy, bro. The electrical was Mickey Mouse with some black tape that was sitting right under here. We caught that obviously during demolition. We're like, oh my God, they've been living like this for years. So we took care of that, did a waterproof electrical cover down there. We did all the plumbing there. We checked all the jets, make sure they're all up and running. So that drains well, it does good. Before, like I mentioned, there was nothing for them to access in the event that over time you need maintenance and things like that. So now it has one. So that was a big thing right there, big red flag initially. Same thing here, in their shower enclosure, there was no sign of waterproofing. It was literally a concrete subfloor and dry pack on top of that, that's it. They did have some damage to the 2x4s and all that good stuff. We replaced that, we put new 2x4s and all that good stuff, and then we did the waterproofing. The biggest thing, bro, in a shower is gonna be your waterproofing. You know, it can look nice out here, but guess what? If there's nothing on the back end, waterproofing wise, you're prone to have some severe problems over time. So those are some things we had a problem with. Saltillo was here. We were gonna keep the Saltillo initially because it kind of went with the vibe, but then it was just a big eyesore regarding color tones, and it was a little dated, it was a little scuffed up. So we actually decided to do the floor after we were all done. So obviously we were able to take care of it. And those are some things that are gonna come about in construction, right? You're gonna get problems. How are you gonna be able to problem solve them? And how efficient can you be when you do get those problems? And that's why we have these design consultations to make sure we cross our T's on everything. The floor is a boxwood malice. It's an 8-inch by 36-inch tile wood plank, okay, guys? A lot of people get the misconception that it's wood. It's a wood imitation, but it's in a tile form material. So it's a porcelain material. It's an 8-inch by 36-inch. And what we did on that, we did a staggered on a third. In a wet area, it's way better for just the foot traffic, the moisture, the wetness, all that good stuff you can just wipe off. And these countertops, this is all tile here with the Surface Bullnose, a 3x12. These are the 31 by 31 Cogent. We did a nice backsplash to pop it off this pony wall and tub area. The vanity, we refurbished it, painted, And then we put these door handles in too. We did brushed nickel trim across the board. We've got brushed nickel everywhere. Brushed nickel here, same thing on the windows. We raised those lights. Initially, there was just this one big mirror, which is the old school mirrors, right? Like, let's go to the gym, you know, go watch your shadow boxing or whatever. But now you're separated. It's two different entities. You've got a nice little plant here, and it just opens it up a lot more. Same thing with the can lights. We replaced the can lights. We put new lighting in there to brighten it up a lot. It was real gloomy and dark in here initially. And obviously the decor, my clients did a great job with the decor that they put in here. Everything flows, everything matches as far as what they've got going on. It's a very warm, coastal kind of look, but it's great. It flows well with the desert scape that we have here in Yuma, Arizona. So this is all solid glass, single brackets, and it looks super clean. This goes up about 10 feet high. This is what we call a shampoo niche. We like to put solid surfaces on all of our tops because it's clean, low maintenance, easy to clean. So these are all solid surfaces. Same thing on the curb, pony wall, drop down. And then this is a shampoo niche here. When planning out our layout is super critical. Like, the niches are big sticklers to me. Corner benches, our finish trim, those are all like super key little details that you really have to pump your brakes and take your time on, especially on our layout here. So we wanted to make sure we got a full tile on the left and also on the right. One of the biggest things I personally don't like is L cuts. So little slivers that your eyes are gravitating automatically towards that niche when you're looking at it. If there was an L cut here, it would look super weird. So the concept behind was that we make the niche big enough, and then we go over the layout and making sure everything is dialed in. This is approximately like a 2 feet by 12-inch niche. Then we've got our bench here for the gals, so they can put their foot on there and they can shave. And then we've got a dual shower head here. This is magnetic, which is pretty cool. And you've got an on and off switch here. Very simple, easy to clean. These are cool because you can like wipe down whatever you need after you're done showering. These linear drains, the center, that pops off. And then there's a catcher in there for like hair, things like that. So therefore it doesn't mess up your plumbing over time. So one of the key features on this, obviously when planning, is super important. Ensuring that we have the same on the right side as we do on the left side. So that means we're centered. We've got the same reveal on both the right and the left. Doing our layout, we wanted to make sure that we had a full tile at the top and a full tile at the bottom. It's technically shaved off maybe like a 1/4 inch, but it doesn't look like a small cut. So if you look at top of the ceiling to the bottom, we've got full tile, right? We started with the full tile on our edge here, and we threw our full tile towards the wall here. So those are all super critical when you're doing your layout. It can make you or break you as a contractor. Same concept here, right? Full tile here. Here, instead of putting a Schluter trim or something, what we did, we just mitered these edges up and down. Same concept on here, we mitered. So it looks clean, it just looks uniform. We've got the Metamor Copan. These are 3 inches by 8 inches. And then what we've got here is a 2 inch by 20 inch. Okay, and it's all the same collection, just different color tones. There's some specks of orange in there. You get some of that rustic feel, so it's like a timeless look. Really, really nice, I dig it. And then on the floor here, these are pebble mosaics, okay? These come in a 12 inch by 12 inch mosaic sheet. This one is the Kultura Pebble Summer. And that's what you've got all on the shower pan here. Have a lot of earthy, warm kind of tones is what you've got going on in this master shower. And then we trimmed everything off with the Schluter trim on the outside edges. It's a brushed nickel, so it matches all of our fixtures. You could tell across the board, we've got brushed nickel on the trim. Same thing here, and then same thing on our edges. The concept behind the doors and this, it kind of gave off that square body. So we wanted to copy and paste throughout. Again, everything flows, it looks super clean in here. I'm super happy for my clients and kind of jealous because I don't have a shower like this. So to the wife, we'll get to that point soon. But yeah, that's where it's at.